Hi there, welcome back. My absolute sincere apologies. I have had a situation I had to take care of. I don't like doing that, and I taped these on my iPhones, and iPhone does not have a pause feature. So I am having to do a second video. So where we left off at is that we have our 2 pages. We've cut them. We have made our 5/8 score line, and now we are going to fold back and burnish those score lines. And then I'm going to use, this is a 5/8 gusset, so I'm going to use a 1/2 inch tape. And if you prefer to use glue, go ahead. Sometimes I do a combination, and then other times I just use tape. I've made a lot of albums, and I have never been told that my tape has dried out on me. And I think that a lot of times it's allowing air to get in there and it dries it out. So burnish, get that tape down there, get all the air pockets out of it. All right, now, for me, I have to turn it this way, so I apologize. So I've identified where my chipboard starts here, and this taped line, this one right here, I'm going to come right about here, just 1/16 of an inch off of the chipboard, line it up top to bottom so that it's nice and square, and then we commit the tape. So I'm going to kind of be in your face a little bit here when I do this. So I'm going to be here on the top. I'm about 1/16 off. I'm not going to burnish. Oh, doggone it, I forgot to do a step. Okay, here we go. Get yourself rattled. You have to come back and finish, and you forget an extremely important part to this. We've got to cut the length of the page. Goodness sakes. All right, I'm going to now pretend that I'm going to attach this. I'm not touching this now, but I'm going to hold this firm, and right here I want to come in about 1/4 of an inch off the end of that. So what does that make my page length? I gotta turn it over so I don't stick it to the table. Well, I can't see where I marked it. Okay, I am at 9.5 inches. So the entire length of this is at 9.5 inches. So I'm going to cut both of these at 9.5 inches. Okay, now I can put this back on. Okay, bring it up a little bit so I can see where my line is. Just gently tack it, and you see how it's askew? That's because I don't have this straight. I'm trying to stay in frame for you, but at the same time see what I'm doing. Okay, how am I doing here? Okay, that's not too bad. I need to raise this up just a bit. All right, so now I'm even, top and bottom. Where'd my burnish tool go? Oh, there it is. Now I'm going to take this this one. And I'm going to snuggle right up behind this gusset line. I'm going to lay this down. I'm going to make sure it's going to lay in the same position as this page. Very good. So I can burnish. Okay, so that finishes our album. And when we come back, we will work on, this finishes the build of the actual album, and then we'll start building the outside of the album. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a preview. I'm going to be putting white cardstock here, here, and here. And then I'm going to come in with this rice paper, and I'm going to line this up as best I can on the spine. I'm going to use Mod Podge to do this, so if you don't have any, either make some of your own or you're going to need to get some. If you use a gesso product, water it down a little bit. I did a sample, and I'll show you what happened. So here's my sample. And as I was trying to flatten it out, I actually tore it. I'm still going to use this because I hate to waste it. So they're just going to have character marks on them. You want to thin this out a little bit because this is what I used on that. It's a bit too thick. All right, so if you do not want to play with the rice paper for the next technique, I will give you an alternative technique that you can use. All right, so we will see you on the outside build. Bye-bye.